breakout, and the SDP stands for the successful decision point. Okay, so we're going to start now. So for the FBO, okay, so let's say you're already familiar with the, give me a minute. Okay, so you're familiar with the SDE already. So this is SDE. Okay. And this is the SGB here. Okay, so when the price request going up, that's when the price will start going down. Okay, so this is the SDE. This is the SGB. Okay, and then when the price going up, this is where we are going to sell. So where will the effect breakout will occur? And where does the SDP will occur? Okay, so as you can see here, when the price are creating new higher high here, okay, for example this one and this one. So this is high, higher high, and then they are missing higher high here. There is no new higher high here. Okay, the new higher high here is missing. Okay, so I'm going to close my WhatsApp first. Okay. So the new higher high is missing. Instead of doing new higher high, the SGB has been occur after the SDE happened here. So the SGB here, okay. So the SGB, this will be the successful GP will occur. Okay. There is a decision point here that hold the price here and fail to create new higher high. That's why the price engulfed the significant demand and it becomes the SDE. Okay, I'll explain the SDP first, okay? One by one. Don't rush, okay? Again. SDP is the GP that successfully hold the price and the price fell to create new higher high. Okay, so this is the SDP. Okay, so let's start again. The price are doing something like this. Okay, this is really best really, and then the price doing something like this. Reaction by rejection here, and then the price. Okay. So this is the first phase. Okay. So and then this is the second phase. Third phase, reaction by rejection. This is the SDE. This is the SGB here. Okay, and then when the price going up, something like this, this is where you are going to sell. Okay, so you have to make sure in the SGB here, this area, there is a decision point here. Okay, on the other word, the price is here doing drop, best drop. Okay, so the price is making new drop, best. Then the price went to the significant demand and price went up, and this decision point hold this price and it fell to create new higher high. Okay, so this is higher high, higher high, higher high. This is higher high, and the new higher high is missing. It is because the price has been held by a decision point. So this is what we call as the SDP. Okay, so this area are also called as FTR. FTR, fell to return. Okay, the price of fell to return to what? The price of fell to return to here to create new higher high. That's why it's the FTR. So this is the SGB. Price reject on the reaction by rejection on the phase 3 here, and the price bounce up and it has been held by a decision point. So that is the SDP. And the whole thing, it is the FTR. Okay, so this is the SGB area. Okay, and this is the SDP area. And the process here is called as the FTR. Okay, remember that. And then when the price retrace going up, we are going to look for a decision point inside this area, the SGB area. Okay, so inside here, you're going to look for another decision point. Okay, so far so good, everyone, for the SDP. Do you have any other question? Please ask me. Come on, do you have any question? Okay, so far so good for everyone. Anyone else? Okay, good. Anyone else? So the FTR can be a week. The FTR can be a week. As long as you can find a decision point inside, so it should be okay. So please go over it one more time, sir. Okay? Good, good. So anyone else? Good thing now, when the price reaches the DP, it is a must to have accumulation, sir. Doesn't have to accumulation, but my favorite setup, this one will be at the PA price. Okay? Please stick to the syllabus, okay? Is there any chance it have more FTR? Yes. The answer is yes. Sir, will there be more than? Yes. There absolutely yes. More than 1 DP. I've explained it in the previous webinar. I can't remember which day, but I told you already that a bet or decision point can be a multiple bet. You cannot exactly predict which bet will the price go. But what you can do is use your money management. Okay? At least you know which zone that you are going to enter. If the zone are bigger, you can decide if whether you want to leave the pair or you want to use your money management. So it depends on you. Use your strategy. Yeah, so one of you guys told me to go over it one more time. Okay? Okay. So this is the phase 1, the phase 2, the phase 3 here. The price come from rally, best rally, and the price are creating new high, and there is a reaction by rejection here, and the price bounce back, going up, and then it has been helped by a decision point or a best here. Okay, most of the time the best here will be drop, best, drop, and this best help this price, and it fell to create new higher high. So this is what we call as the FTR. Okay, so that's why the SGB has been occurred. It is because of the SDP. The SDP helped this price. It fell to create new higher high. Instead of create new higher high, it engulfed the SD here and become the SDE. And now it creates new lower low here. Lower low, lower low. So the market structure has been changed from rally phase to a drop phase because of the lower low has been created. The structure breaker, the SD. You already did your homework. You must know. You must understand this one. Okay? So this is the SDP. Since it's more time, how do we know this is still valid if there is more FTR? You may try one by one. Yeah. Or if you are very passionate, you can wait until the price reach to the highest price. Remember, if you took any decision point, it's better you take profit at the STP, the safest take profit. Okay? So I don't want to go again to the SDE, anything. Okay? Please focus on the SDP first. The multiple decision point will be under the multiple time frame analysis syllabus. So right now, you're going to focus only at the FTR, the SDP only first. Okay, be patient. So sir, the FTR is also the DP. No. The whole process here is called as the FTR. The process here is called the FTR, not the decision point. Inside the FTR, you're going to look for a decision point. Same goes to inside the SDP, you're going to look for a decision point. There are 5 types of decision points. I'm not going to teach you first. You know why? I'm afraid that you're going to look for entry. That's why I haven't started at the 5 types of decision point yet. You're going to learn first. Okay? So I'm not teaching you a type of decision point first. I'm learned this from the previous batch. I taught them a decision point at the earliest syllabus, and then after that, they are busy doing their trade. They ignore the syllabus. Not all of them, but most of them. Okay? So, shall I continue now? FTR will fail if the market makes higher. Yes, correct. If the price create new higher high, that means that is not FTR, 100%. It must fail to create new higher high. That is what we call as the FTR. So if there is a more, no, I don't want to try any multiple decision for multiple bears. Please stick to the syllabus first. I won't answer that. Teach me regarding the SGP or the FTR, not the multiple FTR. You're going to learn the multiple FTR under the multi-time frame analysis. Not now. Okay, please, if you do have any question, stick to our topic only, FBO and the SDP. Okay, so I'm going to continue now. So for the SDP, anything that holds the price, okay, anything that holds the higher high will be much more valid to do an entry. Okay, I repeat, if there is any SDP, most probably higher possibility that SGB is valid. Okay, so the next phase, the SDP are not only coming inside here, but the SDP also can be occur here. Why? Okay, so now, for example, the price are doing drop, best, drop. Okay, this is drop, this is best, this is drop. Okay, drop, best, drop, and the price going up, and this price has been held by a best or a decision point to its left. So this is also what we call as SDP. Why? Because this best has held this price to create new higher high. Look at here. New higher high is missing. New higher high is missing. New higher high is missing. There is no new higher high because the new higher high has been held by this best. That's why this has failed to create new higher high, and then price reject to the SDE, and then price bounce back and held again by another SDP, and now the price going down, and it engulfed the SD, and the SD has occurred. Okay, anything you must remember, any head, okay, must be held by a base that will be more valid. The high possibility that the price are going to fell down from the SGB will give you much more opportunities. Okay? How to be sure that I have selected good SDP? See, that's why I said tonight I'm going to give you theory lesson only. I know there will be a lot of questions. Because the SDP is very confusing. Okay, SDP will be very confusing. SDP, yes, correct. SDP is the most top best to break through. It's because of the bet is very strong. That's why it held the price. Yeah. Let's see if there is any good example. Now I'm going to give you example. Okay, so for this example, this is a USD. Okay, look at here. Let's say you took a price, the price are coming this side. Okay, and then you're going to look for sell. And then you already identify there is the SDE here. Okay, this is the SDE. Very clear SDE here. And of course, this is the SGB. Okay, so look at here. From here, very simple. Higher high, higher high. There is no new higher high. Okay, instead of doing new higher high, the price create new lower low. That means there is a structure breaker here. This is the structure breaker because of there is a SDE. Okay, don't forget rejection by reaction. Wrong. Reaction by rejection. Okay, so now if you look to its left, the head here is already held by a decision point here. So this is what we call as SDP. This is what we call as SDP. First, the price already being held by this SDP, and the price going down again and create new lower low again. Okay, and then when you look to the lower time frame, okay, another one here. The price here has been held by this SDP. Look at here. There is no new higher high. The price are getting lower and lower, 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 lower. Because of this price fell to create new higher high. This is inside the SGB. Okay, this price fell to create new higher high. Okay, so for information, this is hidden best. Okay, so for those who are already watching the video from the first batch, you already know this is a hidden best. This decision point of really best drop, really best drop, and the price going up, and it held this price. Okay, after it held that price, the price fell to create new higher high. So it's very confluent. This is the SGB. This is also the FTR. The process is FTR. The SDE already occur. The SDP already here. Okay. So this is what we call as the another decision point. Okay. And the price start going down. Okay. So if the price maybe somewhere here, you can also take this price also. Okay. How? Look at here. This is the SDP. Wrong. This is the SDE. And then if the price still not yet happened, okay, which is okay, this is the SDE, price value, and this is the SGE. This is the original price coming from SGB. Okay, and the price going down and creating lower low, and the price retrace back, and the price reach to a decision point here. Okay, and then the price going down again, and then this is where you are going to look for sell. The price is getting lower, 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 lower. Okay, remember the basic. Okay, really best wrong drop, best drop, or really best drop. That's it. Okay, so let's say you're going to take a price. The price is coming maybe somewhere here, and then you're going to look for sell. You do your analysis. This is the SDE, and then this is the SGB. Okay, to convince yourself to look if the SGB is strong or not, you have to look at the previous price again, if there is any SDP. And then for here, there is another SDP here. And then you look again, there is another SDP here. Okay? After you look another SDP, you already identify this is the first SDE. Okay? Wow. Very confusing, huh? And this is the second SDE. Okay? So, this is the first SDE here. The first SDE here won't be called as a SDP. The second SDE, if you look at the second SDE and you want to convince yourself if there is any SDP, so this is what we call as the SDP. After the first SDE already happened. Okay, so this is the first SDE. First SDE. I know this is a bit complicated, but you're going to have fun with this one. Trust me. First SDE, after it happens, it becomes SDE. This is just to convince yourself, okay, either this SGB is valid or not. you have to look to the left. If the head is coming from the SDP. Okay, if there is no SDP here, most probably the price are going to fly again. Okay, so for example, this one also. Okay, look at here. This is SDE. Very continuous. Okay, this is the SDE. This is the SGB here. And this head has been held by a decision point here. Okay. Look at that. Very continuous. Price doing SD and then being held and create new lower low again. And the price going to the SD, SGB here. And then the price create new lower low again. And the price going to the SGB here. So the previous price, this is the SDE, and this is the SGP, this is the SDP, this is the SGP. So it's all confluent because of still on the drop path. That is SDP. Okay? So far so good. Anyone got headache already? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. No, only one example. As I told you, for tonight I'm going to give you theory only. Okay, after this you have to rewatch again. I like it. I like it. I like it. Anyone again got headache already? Very confusing. I know. After what you did, your homework, 70 screenshots, you thought that will be the hardest? No. Okay. So, let me help you. I'm going to simplify it again. No worries. I'm a good mentor. I'm a good teacher. Okay. Yeah. Be patient, everyone. Okay? Be patient. I know how it feels. You're so lucky. This is only a simplified vision. You won't find this SOP at anyone or anywhere. This has been created by me. And this has already been simplified. So you're so lucky. Salatullah, salamullah, ala taha Rasulillah. Salatullah, salamullah, ala yasin habibillah. Okay. This is the SVP. Okay. This is the SVP. This is the SDE. This is the SDE. This is also the SDE. Okay. So, this is the first time I draw this one. Okay, look at here. Okay. So, for example, the price is coming here. This is the SDE here. Price going down, and you're going to sell at the SGB. Okay. And then the price going down. After it going down and retrace going up back, this is where you are going to look for another entry or re-entry. Okay? But how you're going to convince yourself this is the right SGB? You're going to look at the higher high here, and you have to make sure the higher high here is coming from the previous SGB also. Okay? If the higher high here or the head here is coming from the SGB, from the previous price, this is what we call as SDP. Okay? And then price going down, and then you wait up until here, and then you going to wait until the price reach to the SGB, and then you're going to sell at the SGB area. Why? It is because you already convinced. This is the SDE, this is the SGB, and the head is also coming from the SDP. Or maybe the SGB here inside here is coming from SDP that has been held by smaller drop, best drop here. Anything. Okay? And then let's say the price you miss out to entry here, you miss out to entry here, but again the price create new low again. There is still no new high. The price still create new high, low. Because the price is still on the drop path. Okay, the price retrace again, and then you already did your analysis. There's STE, there's SGB. And then you have to convince yourself. You have to make sure the head is coming from the previous SGB. And then you look to the left again. The head is also coming from the previous SGB. When the head, the previous higher high is coming from the previous SGB, that is what we call as SDP. Tiring. I won't continue until SBO. I'm so tired. Yeah. So that is the explanation. Ooh. Yes! Is it right to say that our SGB Sabana is SGB Andala? Yes! Correct! Oh my God! Someone already understands. Very easy, huh? This topic really easy. Konsiken, sakit kepala puan, alang ni puan. Bukan senang nak jadi senang. Bukan susah nak jadi susah. Okay, so is my drawing now make you much more understand? No. Okay, remember, the SDP, the price will call as SDP if the head is coming from the previous SGB. Okay, the head is being held by the previous SGB. Okay, same goes to here. Maybe you're going to entry here when the price are going up, and then you're already doing your analysis. There's SDE, there's SGB. Before you going to entry at this SGB, you have to make sure, you have to convince yourself that the price this head is coming from SGB, the previous SGB. There must be a reason. Okay, so this is one of another reason. The reason, remember, the reason. Okay, the reason. There's a lot of the reason. You have to look or to find the reason. Convince yourself. Okay? Okay, so far so good. Oh, okay. So I learned something from someone on Monday. She said to me, any student will lose focus after 40 minutes. So I think our class has been start at 9:50, so now it's 10:20. It's 15 minutes already. So I bet most of you guys are already losing your focus now. Welcome to intensive mentorship program. If you said you are tired doing 70 screenshots on the SDE and the SGB before, it's nothing. Now you're going to be killed. I like it. I like it. Okay, better now? Wow, good, good. I have back on my side now. Okay, so my question is, if there is no SGP, the SGB is valid or not? Anyone can answer me. My question is, you already doing your analysis and you already identify the SDE, the SGB. And then when you look to the left, you're going to identify the SGP. And there is no SGP. My question is that SGB valid or not? Yes, good. Anyone can answer my question? Come on, answer me. Still valid, risky, good. Still valid but risky. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sifu. Still valid. Okay, good. Okay. The answer, yes. Possible, it's still valid. But it will be a risk trade. That will be the answer. Okay. So, if you took any SGB that is not coming from the SDP, that will be a risk trade. Okay. In actual that, I'm not going, I don't want to compare myself with the others. In actual that, not only the SOP I taught, and not only SOP that I teach. I'm going to teach you the technique, the reason why you're going to take that trade. You have to master that reason. Anyone can identify where to entry. Anyone can do analysis. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyone can identify the SGB and the SDE. That is the easiest SOP ever. But if you are not mastering the reason, the SDP, you will open to risk trade. Okay? So if there is no SDP, how is it possible? Could we see an example, please? Okay. So oleh kerana dia meminta, someone asked me, if there is no SDP, how is it possible? Could you see an example, please? Okay. So for your homework. Okay. For your homework. I'm not going to give you an example on homework, but you're going to draw it by yourself. I want to see how much of the HLZ knowledge you already understand. Anyone can identify the successful setup. But not everyone are good in doing a back test on why it fell. Okay, before I told you to give me an example on SGB and SDE that success. That are success. That was success. Whatever. I'm not good in English. I'm here not to teach you English, but I'm here to teach you Forex. Astaghfirullahaladzim. Okay, now I want you to give me 50 screenshots on FEL, SD, and SGB. Specifically, see if there is no SBP on. Ha 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 ha. Okay? I like picturing you guys. I really do. Now the syllabus is getting serious and serious. Okay? The syllabus will getting harder and harder. So There will be no shortcut for you guys. If you want to be success, do your homework, do your assignment. You're right. They're easy to find the recipe. The reason never hurt before. Yes. Good. Okay, don't forget the homework. Before, I told you to give me example of GB and DD that was success. That was last week homework. And for tonight, I'm giving you, now I want you to give me 50 screenshots on FEL, SDE, and GB. Specifically, if there is any SDP or not. Okay? So you have to look for the FEL, SDE, and SGB. That specifically the higher high or the head is not coming from the SDP. Okay? Now, why do I tell you to draw? It is because to give you practice, to practice your eyes. Okay? Honestly, right now, I'm not saying that I'm good, I'm pro. No. Okay? I'm barely draw my trade. This is my honest answer. Right now, if I do any trading, I'm barely do any drawing. I just look on the chart. Okay, for example, something like this. I just barely watch on the chart like this. I never draw again. This is the SDP. I never draw that kind of drawing again. Why? Because I already familiar with the price. Okay? That's why I tortured you guys to draw and draw and draw. Okay? Understand everyone? Very easy. No, I won't cover FBO. I won't cover FBO for tonight. Only SDP. Sadly, only SDP. It will be useless. Okay, so due date on FEL, SDE, and SGB. Today is let me see the due date will be on the 20th August. I give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 days. Okay? I give you more than enough. 5 days. Today you can do 10, tomorrow you can do 10, the day after tomorrow you can do another 10, another 10, another 10. 50 screenshot. As usual. Okay? So, ada yang melawan. Ada yang keras kepala, ada yang mengikut. Okay, good. So, thank you. Good luck. Okay, good luck. The intensity is getting intense. It's just like doing cardio. It's just like, going to gym after you tired, and then you become much more tired. I won't give you an example. Do by yourself first. Okay? Use your creativity. I want to see how. Okay, it takes too long already. Thank you. So I'm going to see you on the day after tomorrow. Today is what day is today? Today is Wednesday. Okay, I'm going to see you on Friday on FBO. Okay, so thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before that, we're going to recite one last. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal asqina insana fil khus ila alladhina amanu wa amilus solihat wa tawassaw bil haqqi wa tawassaw bis sabr. Okay, thank you for joining me. Have a good rest. Are you going to have a rest? Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sampai jumpa lagi.